Okay, welcome back. I think you're going to like this one, so I'm just going to go for it. And I said recently that somebody told me one time in an analogy helped me lose 60 pounds in 6 months. It was really just one statement. And I thought long and hard about that, and I've shared that statement many times. But I had a thing that happened the other night. Wayne and I stopped off this place to get a cocktail, and he wanted to go in there because he's always said, "Let's go in that place." And it's a juke joint, you know what a juke joint is, a juke joint, and anyway, but it's also a diner, and so it was a really cool place. And we go in this place, and there's a jukebox playing, right? And some of the music's coming on the jukebox. It's coming on the jukebox, and I thought, what a cool kind of place, you know. And so it was juke joint slash diner, I guess you could say. And we were only there for just a few minutes, but I had this thought, about the jukebox and about in our head the analogy of the records and the jukebox that are playing in our head. And this does go back to emotional eating because it's the thoughts that we think that lead to the emotion, that lead to the action, that leads to the result. So if the thought that we're thinking in the jukebox, and I guess the best way to say it is, if you're a Def Leppard fan and somebody puts on Wham, you're having in your jam in your moment listening to whatever you like to listen to, and then on comes, George Michael, or maybe you like Christian music, and on comes Kiss, or rap music. You would be like, oh no, let's go put another quarter in and change that. And I thought about that analogy based on another analogy similar, but it was real for me in thinking about what I've been talking about in these last couple of sessions, that there's records playing in your head, honey, and they play all day long. I'm a failure. I'm not worthy. I am useless, And what's going on? I can't do it right. What did she say? I wish I'd done that better. Oh my gosh, I'm stressed, overwhelmed. Oh God, I forgot to do that. Oh, 60 to 90,000 thoughts, 60 to 90,000 records playing in your jukebox every day, all day long. And that's why sleep is so important. Sleep will help with emotional feelings, and sleep will help with emotional eating. That's why exercise is so important. We need the rest. We need the stimulation. We need to release those endorphins like we when babies. Those endorphins need to be released. Every one of us that are morbidly obese have serotonin, dopamine, and endorphin problems. No doubt about it. I believe it 100%. Sometimes you can take a medicine like Wellbutrin or other things to alleviate that. I tried all that. That didn't work for me. Positive mental attitude has worked best for me. The exercise piece has worked best for me. All of those things, and the sleep and the hydration, it helps quell emotional eating. Because what it turns out this whole time, we're all emotional eating. But it's records, which are thoughts, 60 to 90,000 records playing in our brain, and we can select. It's your jukebox. You don't even have to put in a quarter or $1 or $5. You never have to put in any money. You just have to put in the work. And the work is changing the thought. The work is, nope, I'm going to go right down here, and I like this selection. Nice sunny beachy day. I'm playing that one. I like this selection. Last time I lost weight, I felt great, and I felt like $1,000,000, and I did it for 3 weeks straight without any problem. And now I know more than I knew then, so I'm going to be successful this time. That's my selection. Or maybe it's this. Take a deep breath and relax because you got this, girl. Oh yeah, I'm going to take that one. You are in control of the thoughts that you think that lead to the feelings and emotions that lead to the actions that end up at the destination. And if your destination is peace over food, if your destination is losing the weight and being a healthy weight where you feel good and you feel proud to be in the skin you're in, I've heard that a lot lately. Keeping your emotions in check is the key. Blood sugar drops, they'll make you play a different record. Eating a Built Bar with all the sugar on an empty stomach, even though it's a better choice than nothing, it might play some of those records. Sugar will play the records. Sugar will lead you to the path of cravings. You know what helps play the best records? That nice beachy sunny day. That, oh my gosh, why don't I put on for 5 minutes just a Leslie Sansone video off YouTube? Just for 5 minutes and march in place and get my blood pumping. You know what's play that record? Let's pick that selection. You got a lot of selections. You need to keep putting into your head the right selections. Guess what? The right selections become easier when you get enough sleep, when you drink enough water, when you get your 30 minutes in a day, when you're tracking your food and you're being accountable, when you reach and you are not physically hungry. Keeping our emotions in check is probably one of the hardest things that we can ever do, and it's probably one of the hardest habits to break. I can't help but say it now. I'm addicted to you, baby. You're a hard habit to break. You know, Chicago in the 80s. Fantastic. I'd pick that one. I hope this analogy helps you guys today. It's revolutionary, isn't it? And it came from an idea about the radio that somebody gave me, and it impacted my life. And I have, been studying now emotional eating and life management and new things to help you in the new year. And I'm not good at any of it. I'm not. I don't claim to be an expert at anything I share here. I'm not an expert at happiness or healthiness or marriage or nutrition or love or emotional eating. But as I study and as I learn, I'm able to just drop myself and stop myself. Let me say that again. I'm able to drop myself into the moment, into my behavior, into my emotion, even very difficult time in life, and I can stop the behavior. So I hope you walk away with this today. This emotional eating, parts 1, 2, and 3. It's a negative emotion. We do it all day long. It's perfectly normal. You're not broken. You're not hopeless. You're not. We can fix it. It's just a habit. It's a repetitive habit that we can tackle. That's our next habit to tackle. It's our next bad habit to tackle. But it's going to be a big solution for 90% of us. Emotional eating is going to be a big emotion, a big emotional problem solver, you'll see. So yeah, it's negative emotions. And then it's normal because we like it. It feels good. Our whole lifetime has been filled with celebratory moments, and we feel good because of the endorphins, the oxytocin, the hormone, being breastfed, hanging out at the sock hop. That when our husband took us on our anniversary meal, when we cook for our family and we all gather around, and it's beautiful. And we don't want to fix those. We want to manage those so that they fit our goals, right? We don't fix that. Celebratory eating is good. Your weekends with your friends, it's good. It's celebration. People love us. We love them. We got to manage those. The negative emotions, we got to call them out. And it don't have to be deep. But it's also records playing in your head. This thing is mind, body, and spirit. It is what I've taught and how we eat, think, move, and love, because it's your whole person. It's your brain, your thoughts, your spirit, your spirituality. It's the real life stuff today, the stress, the past. And it's a jukebox playing in our head. But what is also there that's on the back shelf, and it's on the back shelf, are your hopes and dreams as a child, are the things you always wanted to do, is your dream marriage, is your dream vision for you, is your dream career, is your dream day, is your dream vacation in Italy where you can walk all the steps and hop on and off the bus with your best friends and not go on the 10-hour, 20-hour flight or whatever it is, no matter where you want to travel, you know. I mean, those are the real things. Those are records too. And your job in 2022 for a new you know, is to pull the records and start playing those positive records in your jukebox. Because nobody wants to have to pull the plug. You know what I'm saying? There aren't many jukeboxes around anymore that are playing old records. You think about that. You know, the ones now are playing new records, and it's time for us to play a new record. And I hope Emotional Eating 1, 2, and 3, I tied it together for you, and I've given you a couple of analogies to know that it's normal, but we still have to manage it when it gets a little sideways. And sideways means you're in the obese category. Sideways means you're in the overweight category. You're an emotional eater. We can fix it, I think. I think we can certainly manage it. I'll see you soon.